Hello there. We just got back from Aldi and I thought I'd show you what we got. We're kind of in a weird situation where we just came back from vacation last Friday. So we did have to make a run or two this weekend to a grocery store. My Aldi is closed for renovation. It closed in June and it should open in mid-July. So I've been a little out of the loop with making sure my shopping is exclusively at Aldi. But today we made kind of like a random finishing up our meal planning run, and so I'd like to share what we have and how Weight Watchers friendly some of it is. So here's a look real quick at what it looks like in the boxes. We kind of went on a whim. I usually don't take the kids with me, but we had an opportunity to go. I didn't have bags with me, so we just made it work with boxes. I'll start off with the gallon of water. It's 85 cents at Aldi. I use that in my coffee pot because we have like mineral deposits in our tap water, and so it just kind of saves me a time or two of cleaning some of the mineral deposits inside my coffee machine if I use purified water. I've heard someone say that they are really impressed with Aldi water because it is purified by reverse osmosis, which I think to chemists is pretty darn cool. And so I can't tell the difference, but it's better in my coffee machine. For the kids, I like to get waffles. They are nice and cheap. They're probably not Weight Watchers friendly unless you plan for them, but they're really quick to put in the toaster for the kids in the morning. I'm also switching to decaf. This is not a coffee that I've tried before. I usually get one of the fair trade coffees from Aldi. I am trying to switch to decaf as we try to start growing our family. It's like one of the things that's easy to transition to. Hopefully my head will feel the same about that. Anyhow, I'll tell you how this is. This is the first time I've tried it. Something that is Weight Watchers friendly and kid friendly is the unsweetened applesauce. It is 0 freestyle points, smart points, and so that is wonderful, and my children like it as well. Eggs were 67 cents a dozen at the particular Aldi that I went to. There was a limit of 3. I'm not really used to limits, but the price was good, and I know I'll go through 3 dozen eventually. I know I'll go through them before our sell-by date, so I felt confident in making that purchase. Next I have some garlic bread. It goes well with the pound dropper recipe for cream cheese lasagna. My children and my husband do appreciate a little extra carbs since there's a little sacrifice in the noodle department of that recipe, and so it helps them also soak up the sauce. There's a lot of yummy sauce to be had in that particular recipe. I also was a sucker. I went forward on the silicone straws. I myself love drinking out of a straw, and it made me really sad a few years ago when I realized that was bad for our environment. I use bar grade steel myself straws, but it makes me a little nervous when my kids use them, so Aldi had these silicone straws and I jumped at it because now they can use reusable straws without harming their teeth when their precious little teeth clink against them. Strawberries were on not a great sale. I believe they were about $2.50 each, but I'm going to use these for 4th of July fruit skewers, red, white, and blue. The blueberries were on sale for like $1.50 a pint. I found 2 that looked really good, and so we bought them. Something else that is Weight Watchers friendly and kid friendly are these snack stick turkey sausage. These are really good. They're a point a piece. I believe you can have 2 for 2 smart points. If you have 3 though, I do believe they are 4 smart points for 3 of them. The kids also like snacking on these, and I figure there's good protein to be had. There's also a lot of salt, so I try to make sure they drink some extra water. Something else I do like getting from Aldi is the stevia packets. I am going to have to start kind of cutting down on my artificial sugar for when I do get pregnant, but for now I'm gonna enjoy them until I know otherwise. These are about a little more than $2.50 for 80 packets, and I do enjoy using them in maybe if I'm doing a sweeter coffee or if I'm having some tea, especially peach tea. It brings so much flavor and goodness without the calories and without the real sugar. Got a couple pints of cherry tomatoes. These are good with the mozzarella balls that I'll show you in a bit on skewers with basil leaves that we are growing in our garden. I also have salami bites. For an ounce, I believe it's 4 points. I don't often have this salami. The kids really like it though, and again, protein is protein, and they don't have it all the time, but they do like it. I also, because of the holiday, got some salsa con queso. I do believe it's 2 points per serving. It's nice and cheap and it tastes good. Grapes were $1.49 a pound. So I found some good looking green grapes. Ooh, I know a lot of people on Weight Watchers talk about their takeout fake out with Trader Joe's items. I have found the same, and I will make sure I update this video with the point values because I can't think of it on my off the top of my head right now. I do know that this particular stir fry blend with this sauce is a point for a heaping cup, and so that's nice. So for our takeout fake out, we do the stir fry, the mandarin orange chicken, which is delightful. We also cook up cauliflower rice, which I already have in the freezer, so I didn't buy it. And then these egg rolls, I'll put the point value also. It's affordable if you plan for it, but the Smart Points are not out of this world for an egg roll, which I do enjoy. This was a purchase for my husband. But it's not something that I would have off limits for myself. It's sea salt caramel, and it's the Aldi version, the Aldi take on Halo Top. No, this is for the dog. She's on medicine and she takes it with cheese, so we get that kind of cheese. The fresh mozzarella balls, I cut these in half with half of a grape tomato and a leaf of basil in between, and they make really cute caprese skewers. This will be a 4th of July hors d'oeuvre that we'll bring with us to a party. I do love the cheeses that Aldi puts in these packages. They used to be all plastic, like a plastic bag that's sealed, but now it's in like a harder plastic on the bottom that seals and reseals on the top. I get the provolone always because it's the only sliced cheese of this kind. There might be one more, maybe the Swiss also, but it's only 2 Smart Points per slice. I got the Munster for my husband. It's 3 points per slice. It's that time of year. This is what will go with our salsa con queso. I believe they are 4 Smart Points per serving. Veggie straws are for the kids. And they're also like a yummy snack, 4 points per serving. As I kind of curb my Diet Dr. Pepper and my Diet Coke addiction, I'll go ahead and say it, I am going to start stocking some sparkling water. This has a really great flavor. It is half the price of LaCroix and the Dasani flavored waters that are the same size and come in kind of similar or the same flavor combinations. I really like the blackberry cucumber because it's very refreshing. We also picked up some hamburger buns for some turkey burgers that we will make soon. I got the whole wheat hamburger buns that are pre-sliced. I also got some not so healthy brat buns. I can't imagine they'd be more than 3 or 4 points, but we got some delicious brats yesterday at the store. I can never pass these up, and today, I live for these red stickers. These multi-grain skinny buns are only 2 points a piece, which I love for my breakfast sandwiches or for sandwiches that we pack to go to the museum or to the zoo. You can't beat them. 2 points for the bread of your sandwich is just lovely. And getting it $1 off is an added bonus. I will probably take half of these and put them in the bread drawer, and the other half will go in our freezer. I do the same with the 35-calorie bread. This is a point a slice. It is my favorite. It is thinner and not as delicious as a regular full-calorie slice of bread, but you get what you kind of pay for in Smart Points, right? Like sometimes you make a little sacrifice in how delicious a piece of bread is if it's, a third of the points as your favorite kind of bread. Speaking of, this is the bread for my husband and my children. There go the egg rolls. They get the whole grain, larger size bread. It's like $2 a loaf, something reasonable, and it's delicious. And when I want to splurge, I'll have a slice at breakfast, or I'll make a very delicious sandwich with it. This was my Aldi haul today. Again, it's just kind of completing some things on our list that we didn't have for recipes this week. And there was some extra stuff because of the holiday and because Aldi finds are irresistible. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope maybe you found some things that you didn't know of before. And don't forget, eggs are 0 smart points, and the deals cannot be beat at Aldi. Have a great day.